Hello, angels. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. I wanted to share in this video about the last time I entered the Akashic Records for myself. This is one of the ways I help my clients. It is a really powerful way to support the reprogramming of the brain. I was at the Korean spa and I've been doing a lot of reprogramming about survival mode. And I asked Spirit, are there any lifetimes I can look at that will help me in this reprogramming to believe in a new reality, to create a new baseline? And Spirit said yes. Even though I have been working in the Akashic Records for 30 plus years, there are still new lifetimes to be shown because you can't dig out those depths until you're really ready for it. So Spirit said there were 3 lifetimes. And in the first lifetime, I was a man. This was in 700 BCE. Now, I should say that the content that is going to be revealed in this space may be triggering to sensitive viewers. So if you think that you might not be able to handle some very traumatic concepts, although I will be sharing them in a soft and gentle way, I do not recommend watching this video at this time. I will also share that because I have done all the work that I've done, because I do have such a grounded aspect on the Akashic Records, on the karmic journey, I am able to see these lifetimes that have been horrific, where really traumatic things have happened to me, where I have done traumatic things to other people. And I am able to, at this point, have a space between me and that experience. And I understand everything is teaching me something. So I am prepared and able to hold space for some of these things. As you are entering into the Akashic Records, this is important to say this too. Spirit doesn't want you to be afraid. And it is important as you are entering into this space for yourself or with a practitioner to ask that please only show me what I'm ready to see, and even requesting with the practitioner that they be very, very gentle with you, which they should anyway, but doesn't hurt to ask if something does come up. So in this first lifetime I saw in the 700 BCE, I was a man, and I was traveling with my uncle and my cousin, my uncle's son, and the uncle was a merchant. We were from Persia. We were traveling further east on a very long journey to trade. And this was not the first time we had done this. This uncle was like a father to me at this time. When we got to where we were going, we were brutally attacked. Our wares were stolen. All kinds of violence were inflicted, and my uncle ended up dying, thereby leaving myself and my cousin to fend for ourselves and find our way back home on this very, very, very long journey. We were able to find our way back home, but there was never deep healing around this incredibly traumatic experience. And this was something my soul was asking for attention around. So I know I don't need to go there. I don't need to relive that. I don't need any further details. Like, that's enough for me to go, okay, I can understand how some of my own programming around survival mode may be connected to this experience where my soul has never done healing around. What I do in my sessions and for myself, I say, please surround this aspect of my soul with angels as you surround me with angels now, allowing any limiting beliefs that are remaining as a result of this experience to be cleared and released and surrendered to source. And please allow this to occur for any souls involved. And it is done. The clearing continues on for as long as need be, days, weeks, even months. And we are so grateful that when we work with these high-level guides in this space, that's all we need to do. It is so interesting that so often it is just shining a light. It's just seeing it. It's just having compassion for our souls that is enough. Before I go on to the other lifetimes, I'll also share that in a session with a client recently, we had some very deep things coming up, some very deep past life experiences. And though this client, we were working on a lot of forgiveness for things that had happened in this lifetime for himself and others, he realized, well, I guess I have to forgive myself for things I've done in this other lifetime too. And the answer is yes. And really the only way to do that is to see it, is to be exposed to it. And again, often once that light is shown on it, the healing happens, the forgiveness comes in on levels we can't even understand. And that supports us in this lifetime, then choosing the better thought. It gives us momentum to make the better choices, adopt the better habits. It teaches us and gives us more bandwidth to direct our energy in the way that we want it to go so that we can be deliberate creators instead of chaotic, inconsistent creators. And while now past life healing doesn't do all of it, it is, for me, an incredibly important piece of this puzzle. So then Spirit said there was another lifetime coming through. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting in the sauna by myself. And if someone had walked by, which they did, they just see me. It looks like I'm relaxing. And meanwhile, I'm like circling through these intense past life traumas and doing this very deep somatic and nervous system healing for myself. And so in the next lifetime, it was in around 1500 BCE. And I was a young girl. This was in Asia. And I was illegitimate. I didn't know who my father was. My mother knew who he was, but she didn't reveal anything to me. She was not married. There was a brother too as well, but he was from a different father. And I was treated differently my entire life because of that. I was bullied. I was looked down upon. I think that I became a sex worker, not by choice. It was not an empowering choice in this lifetime for survival. We can see very directly how that would be incredibly traumatic. Again, I don't need to know anything else about it. That's enough. Like, that's enough. We've had so many past lives. We don't need to go into details for all of them. Sometimes that is of benefit, but we've had so many, and there is so much healing to do that we just need to see the basics, and let's just move on. Like, let's clear, let's move on. Let's clear, let's move on. And I could see how in this lifetime, survival mode, connected to my authenticity and being ashamed of who I was, how, that's going to hit on a very deep level. And until that is addressed, that is going to carry over and create problems in lifetimes following that. Particularly, we're seeing two different lifetimes where danger was connected to money. And that's really the important piece here that I was looking at for myself. So I asked again, can we please surround this aspect of my soul with angels, as I'm surrounding myself with angels now, sending myself so much love and compassion, understanding. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And then in the third lifetime, Spirit said 1800 BCE. I was a man. This was in Northern Africa. I was very poor, but I had managed to save up a significant amount of money to me. I had worked very hard to save this money. And I don't think I was married, but I was engaged. And again, something happened where I was robbed. I had the money on my person and I was robbed and it was taken from me. There was violence again. And I was so distraught and discouraged, in deep despair. You can see sometimes, even as I'm talking, like energy comes up, moves through my throat, that I ended up taking my own life in this experience. That is not the only lifetime where I have made that choice. And any lifetime where the pain is that great requires deep amounts of healing and understanding. And I was so grateful to watch these like a movie. Like, they're not really me, but I can feel things moving in me. I can feel that they're truth in my body, but they also feel at a distance, which is important, which is what you need to do this work. Because if we remembered everything, it would be too overwhelming. We're not equipped for that. And it's not important that we do that. But I was able to envision this aspect of my soul being comforted, being soothed, being held, being heard and witnessed. And allowing any limiting beliefs remaining from this experience for me now, allowing them to be cleared and released and surrendered to source. So again, all this is happening on my relaxing day at the Korean spa, but it did create a shift And I do feel it opens up new pathways. I start to align with other tools that I need or modalities that are helpful for me. And this is why past life healing is such an important part of my work. It gets to these aspects of the self that therapy can't get to, that watching YouTube videos, doing even your own Akashic healing meditations on your own can't really do all of this, because you need an outside perspective to help you get to the heart of the matter, to keep that distance so you don't get caught up in the story. So I will continue to keep you posted on how things develop. I was so grateful these things could come through, that I could offer this gift to myself of this healing. I was looking through my notes app to try and find what I had written down about these lifetimes, and I didn't write anything down, but I found some other ones there that I was like, oh, I forgot that I had written those down. And a lot of times I don't even want to share my own past life experiences, because I just think, why bother? We've had so many, it doesn't matter. But I now realize that me sharing my own experiences is helpful for others in understanding their own downloads, how to put context to them, and also letting those of you who are new to this work understand really the impact that this can have. And if you would like to go deeper with me, I have some really powerful mentorships available right now. The link is below to check out my website. Thank you for being on your spiritual journey. You are helping to raise the vibration of the planet, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.